Hello there, this is Jimmy again with the workshop from the Pinecone County Public Library. We're going to create some flowers out of pine cones. So the first thing that you need will be some gloves because these pine cones are really rough on hands. So I'll get my gloves on and we'll start. First thing you need to do is take the pine cones, put them on a cookie sheet, put them in the oven on 250 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. That kills all of the fungus or insects or anything that are in the pine cones. Then you will need a pair of snips, and you will just take your pine cone and you start snipping off the scales one at a time until you get all the way around. Once you get all the way around, then you will wind up with a cone that looks like this, okay? Then you will take and snip all the way through the cone to where you'll have two different pieces, okay? Once you get those two pieces like this, then you will take your drill. You will drill a hole right in the center of each piece, okay? Once you do that, you will take your glue gun, put a little glue in there, take a floor stick or some type of stick, put in there, and you've got your flower. All that's left of that now will be that you will need to paint it. Now you can use spray paint or you can use the craft paint out of the craft stores. I prefer the craft paint and using a brush because that way you can get your colors. Once you get that done, then you're going to come up with something that looks like this, okay? These are going to be the flowers that we use. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take those and I'm going to do them in an arrangement, okay? First of all, this is from the spruce pine. They're the long pines. You can put a stick in them and use those for your fillers. Some of them I've used just the regular pine cone. I haven't done any cutting or anything with it. So I'm going to start arranging those. And again, you'll need gloves on this because these things are pretty rough on hands. So you just go around and you do your arrangement at different heights. As you know, when you're doing floral arrangements, you don't want anything that's too close down or uniform. You want something to look like it's growing outside. So we're going to do this all the way around. And if you ever have any problems with any of these workshops, just give me a call or come in and see me, and we will get you started on it. And most all of our projects are on display here at the library, so you can come in, look them over, find a way of getting started for yourself, and do your own arrangements. We think pine cones are just for Christmas, but we can create other things with them, like the flowers. In your container, you will need to put a sheet of styrofoam to have something to put the sticks into because they're heavy, and if you don't have a foundation for them to stick to, then they're not going to look too well. But just go around and put those flowers in. If you don't get tangled up like I did with the pine cone there, and we just go ahead and do a little hive here, go around and around, and as you normally would any other arrangement. And we appreciate your comments on any of our projects. So send in the comments if you do one of your own. Send us in a picture of it. Let us see what you're doing out there, okay? And again, if you have a problem, well, I'm as close as the phone. Just give me a call. we'll set up a time and we'll get you started. But as you see, it's beginning to form into an arrangement. And sometimes they don't want to cooperate. Then when it don't, you know how we do. We move it to another part of the arrangement. And as I've always said, you know, there's no right or wrong way of doing crafts. It's the way you want to do them. They're yours, they're individual, and you want to do it to make it look like it's something that you have done. So now we're using the green to show a little bit of green in here to make it look natural. And again, the important thing is to remember safety when you're doing these crafts projects, working with saws or drills, and especially with pine cones, because if you try, you can saw those apart sometimes, but it's very tedious to do, because you have to have somebody to hold it, because those pine cones will slip out of your hand and put the saw in the wrong direction. So there we are with an arrangement made out of pine cones. We hope you enjoy these segments of our workshops here at the library, and as I said, give us a comment. Get on the website and give us a comment and let us know how you like it, and come by and look the projects over. We'll have them on display here at the library. This is Jimmy again saying happy crafting.